I'm laughing at my own self at the title for today. Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. Can I just be honest and say I am still exhausted. I am still tired. Um, and I don't, I need to get some rest. I really do. But I'm committed to showing up every day for the full 40 days of this. So whether I'm on here for 5 minutes or I'm on here for 30 minutes, I'm committed to showing up. So the title made me laugh today because it just came to me. I want y'all to understand my process for when I come on for pretty much any live stream that I do. I think to myself, I'm gonna go live. Right now, it's based on the abundance book, right? But if it's not, I think to myself, I'm gonna go live. The title will come to me maybe, and then I'll just start talking, right? So I don't usually have any, I've never had any notes or anything. So, and then whatever comes through, comes through. So with the abundance book, I'm reading day 5. I'm reading the statement, and I don't know why I was like, sex is not my supply. Okay, so sex is not my supply. By the way, I don't have my typical juice. This is the collagen that I'm drinking today. Collagen, great for hair, skin, nails. So I'm drinking collagen today. It's part of my health and fitness. All right, I'm going to read the statement for today. Here we go. Here we go. And you'll see why I titled it that way. Hey, y'all. Okay. Money is not my supply. No person, place, or condition is my supply. My awareness, understanding, and knowledge of the all-providing activity of the divine mind within me is my supply. My consciousness of this truth is unlimited. Therefore, my supply is unlimited. I'm going to read it one more time, and then we're going to see why I mentioned sex. Money is not my supply. No person, place, or condition is my supply. My awareness, understanding, and knowledge of the all-providing activity of the divine mind within me is my supply. My consciousness of this truth is unlimited. Therefore, my supply is unlimited. So the Abundance book by John Randolph Price really focuses on, it's more of a wealth thing, right? It's really focusing on the abundance of wealth. But I mean, I'm not going to get on here for 40 days and repeat myself too much. There'll already be some repeating. So for me, this book isn't just about wealth, but it's also about love. It's about sex. It's about health, because those are things that are part of our abundance as well. And so when I think about this, and I exchanged the word money for the word sex, which that's kind of ironic and interesting, seeing as in our society, the two are closely intertwined in so many ways. There are many of us who believe that sex is our supply. We believe that having a lot of it says a lot about who we are. We believe that we are somehow in competition with all of our lovers' previous lovers, and we ask dumb questions. And I did say dumb. We ask dumb questions like, did he or she do it like that? Who gives a shit? And we see sex as like, this definer of who we are. And I'm saying that as somebody who speaks on sex and speaks on the sovereignty of it and the importance of it, because it is, but everything in balance. What good does it do you to fuck well and fuck up relationships? Unless you're interested in being a sex worker, which I think is wonderful, and I do feel is necessary and needed. But if that's not your goal, just being able to ride a dude or being able to eat her till she cries that really doesn't do anything if at the end of the day your communication is poor, your self-esteem is low, and you're looking to this person, as I've said in other videos, to fill up the hole that you have, looking to be loved. So sex is not your supply. Sex, intercourse, making love, fucking, however you want to say it, see it, do it, is all about connecting with someone. It's not just about the orgasm, y'all. It's not. People have sex like they're racing to an orgasm. They're racing to an end event. You're not even enjoying the fullness of all of the pleasure that the activity can possibly be giving you. Because you're trying so hard to think about the end result. He's thinking about how many times he can make you orgasm, right? How many times that can happen, so he can be like, yes, I did that. She's thinking sometimes about how fast she can make a dude come. Like, yes, I did that. You proud? You proud that he ejaculated in under 3 minutes? Like, that's what you're setting him up for? You don't want to help him be long lasting? And so we've begun to use sex as a way to boost our own egos. I've done it. I've bragged about some things. I've bragged about some things that I'm good at, and I am good at them. But I need to brag about them. I don't. And even I had to retrain myself in learning to understand and appreciate the value of the journey of sex, the slowness of it. Can I make it a meditation? Can I really feel deep into it? Can I go underneath the hyperventilating breathing of what's happening? Can I allow myself to be penetrated in my heart, my mind, my soul? Or am I just looking for the penetration in my vagina? Can I encourage him to hold his semen? Can I encourage him to open his heart? Can I turn it into a prayer? Can I create magic with it? Sex is not my supply. I don't need to walk away like, psst, psst, I did some shit. I mean, I could do that sometimes. You could do that sometimes. That's okay. But if that's all you're doing, if all you're doing is just checking notches on your belt, if all you're doing is just collecting shot glasses type of thing, the fuck? You're wasting. If you're a man doing that, you're wasting valuable seed. Valuable seed. You're expelling your life force energy to collect coins like it's a video game. There's no prize at the end. There's no prize. Sex is not your supply. Sex is not the way to love someone. It is a way to love someone. It's not the way. It's a way. Sex is not your supply. Sex is not the indicator of how attractive you are or are not. Sex is not the indicator of how nasty or sensual you are. You can be sensual as fuck without having any sex. Sex is not your supply. What is your supply is your connection to your own divinity and spirit and soul. Can you imagine going into sex feeling that connected? Anyone who gets to experience you is going to experience a sexual revolution. They're going to walk away going, your energy just blew my mind. Because it's different. It's not the energy of chasing the orgasm. Did you know that you can have really great sex without having any orgasms at all? And by orgasms, I mean climax, because orgasms are technically the waves that happen, the ups and the downs that take place. But to make it simpler, we'll just call it that the orgasm? Did you know that you can have great, fantastic, pleasure-filled sex without having that moment? That's not necessary, and that the amount of pressure that women put on men to provide them with that feeling is just gross. I don't know any other way to put it. The amount of pressure that women put on men to say, give this to me. It's your job to give this to me, and if I don't get it, you haven't fulfilled your purpose. Sex is not your supply. As a matter of fact, you can do that for yourself, yes? So if you're connecting with someone sexually, then what are you doing it for? Now, be clear. There are some people that's what they're doing it for. And if you are, I at least want you to be conscious about it. I want you to be conscious about it. Yes, I'm connecting with he, her to just masturbate with another person. Or just be honest about it. If you don't like how that sounds, then maybe think of something different, because that's really what you're doing. Right? I just want someone else to masturbate me. I don't want to do it myself. So I'm going to get with this dude and let him lick me because it does feel good. I'm going to get with her. I'm going to slide inside, get that friction going because it does feel good. I don't want any connection or anything. I just really want to be masturbated. It's cool. It's cool. But be honest about it. Because here's the thing. When you're honest about that, you can still have great, pleasurable sex because y'all are both clear on what's happening, versus that weird, muddy thing that happens when people use sex to hopefully get people to like them, or try to use sex to to slide in closer, and and it becomes like this weird competition for whoever else might be in the picture. Let me do this better, then he'll like me more. Let me do this for her, then she'll want to be with me. Sex is not your supply. Sex is an outcome. It's an outcome, like your money is an outcome. It is not the thing. It is what you produce. I know it's a very different way to look at it. And I'm not trying to take the fun out of your fucking. I mean, let me be clear. I'm really not. I think that there's nothing wrong with any of that. I just encourage people to fuck consciously. It's so much more fun that way. It's so much more honest. As opposed to fucking randomly, or fucking thinking that it could turn into something else and having very weird motives about your fucking. Right? I like the word fuck, so I use it. Fucking can be making love, by the way. I'm just saying. People think fucking is hard and fast, and making love is slow. I mean, making love can be hard, fast, doggy style. It's really about the intention of the energy, y'all. It's really about the intention of the energy. So, I want to read it again. This one's going to be short because I'm so tired. Still, I'm so tired. I did drink my coffee today, which is why I have as much energy as I do. Otherwise, I'd be asleep right now. So I'm going to read it, but I'm going to put sex in instead. Sex is not my supply. No person, place, or condition is my supply. My awareness, understanding, and knowledge of the all-providing activity of the divine mind within me is my supply. My consciousness of this truth is unlimited. Therefore, my supply is unlimited. Have you ever had an orgasm through thought? Have you ever experienced the climax without touching your genitals at all? My son's like, what is my mother talking about right now? Try that. Try putting yourself in such an aroused state that you can experience that climactic energy without having to put your hands anywhere near your genitals. I will tell you, yes, I've done it. I did it before I studied Tantra. I did it by accident. I wasn't even conscious of it. Did it by accident. But I was like, oh shit. I was like, I think I was 18 or 19. That's why when people ask me, so when did you know that you wanted to do this? I was like, it's just always been. I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't like one day a switch came on in my mind. Like, I've always been this way. So and the reason why I say this is because if you think about this all divine being your supply, and this is where some people might get sacrilege, but hear me out. I want you to feel so filled up with the love of your own creation. That's not conceited, by the way. I didn't say you were better than other people, right? That conceit is when you think you're better than everyone else, right? No. I want you to be so aroused with your creation that it just makes you hot. That it makes your body tingle. You are so connected to divinity and to divine energy. And this is where we get stuck, like trying to separate the two. We make divinity this dry, sexless thing. And then we make sex like this fun, evil thing. And we got to stop doing that. So I want you to think about, I want you to just relax yourself. I'm not going to take you through this whole process. It's something I'm going to do with my coven, though. I like this. I'm going to do it in the coven. I want you to just take some time to just breathe. Breathe in through your diaphragm and out. I want you to make sounds like oh and ah, and just like get into your body and feel the magnificence of the power and love that flows through you, that you create, the energy that you create. I want you to heat up your own battery. Heat up your own battery. I want you to think about what it feels like to have your skin touched. What does it feel like when someone is caressing you, licking you, penetrating you? I'm not talking about go off into fantasy world, right? So don't put porn fantasy in your head. Nothing wrong with that either. I mean, come on. But this is not the time for that. I don't need you to sit there imagining, all the group sex, because I know that's what y'all do, don't lie. I want you to just feel into the energy in your body. And practice that every day. See what happens over time. Notice when, especially as a woman, start to feel your nipples tingle, start to feel your clitoris, do a little vibration, and keep doing that. You strengthen your own sexual energy, your own chi that way. Until you get to the point where you can experience that orgasmic flow through your body, those waves of pleasure, without actually having to touch your genitals. Oh, it is possible, my friends. It is absolutely possible. Sex is not your supply. It is not your supply for pleasure. It is not your supply for orgasm. It is a way to receive it and achieve it. This is not your only option. And it doesn't need to be used for sport. You're not in competition with anyone else. Whatever it is that you do to your partner, only you can do it that way. Even if someone else has different or better skills, only you can do it that way. I say that because earlier in this talk, I was saying how people ask questions like, did so-and-so do it like this? Or am I as good as whoever? Who the fuck cares? Be you. The person is with you because of you. Don't worry about other people. Sex is not the supply for your self-esteem. It's not the supply for your love. It's not the supply for proof that you are so extra fantastic. It's not the supply for your braggadociousness. And I'm not saying that you can't brag about certain things. I'm just saying it's not the supply. You're all that anyway. That's just one of the ways that you manifest how fucking fly you are. It's not the way. It's a way. That's all I got. That's what it is. I love you all. Thank you for watching live. Thank you for watching the replay. Have a fucking abundant day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.